Asio, everybody. Greetings. Okay, turn up your speakers, sit back, and listen. This should only take about 10 minutes. I want to talk about freedom. Most everyone say they want it. Most people think they have it. Seriously, what do you think you're free to do? You're free to listen to government laws and follow them. And what they do, make you pay taxes, house taxes, car taxes, food taxes, clothes taxes, state taxes, federal taxes. Then, if you go out and try to win some money, and you do, the government wins too. Why is that? And why do people accept that? If you win something, somebody else should have part of it? Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about freedom of speech. Yeah, we have freedom of speech until you get arrested, caught, all right? They'll pull you off a stage, they'll lock you up, they'll shoot tear gas at you, shoot rubber bullets at you. And if somebody else thinks they have the truth, guess what? They'll be harassing you too. All right, so we have a choice. We can pretend we have freedom of speech, or we try to say what we can when we can, which is probably the most logical way to get about doing that. We have a serious problem. Most of these people are becoming legends in their own mind, thinking they have something that everybody else doesn't. All right, they don't have to follow morals. They don't know what morals are. And if people out there want to know what's happening to the world, you need to watch TV, all right? Go to the movies, see what they're showing. That's a reflection of what and who we are becoming, all right? If you compare the morals of the 60s to now, you'll be totally blown away. Compare TV from the 70s to what you're watching on TV right now. All right, everybody is out there going to movies, buying games, playing computer games, and being taken over by this new wave of programming. Now, the bad thing is everything on TV has become so obscene, and it's accepted by people more so than ever. And that's a scary thought if you really see the things that are behind the main issues that you hear. All right. Now, here's something for all the whistleblowers, inside informers, WikiLeaks people, and two-sided agents. You're doing a great job. You really are. But sorry about the recoil. Guess you don't know that you're not allowed to tell the truth. Remember the phrase, nothing but the truth, the whole truth, so help you them? All right? You can't say God. Don't even think about that. I guess those people in power are so afraid of the truth, they'll make sure that it never gets out or stays out there. It never stays online, and if it's totally true and important, it's taken away really fast. I wonder why. All right. We are warned about the next 2 months. Seriously, there's a lot of major things which I'm not going to go into detail. If you go online for a little bit, you might see some of the things that are supposed to happen between now and the middle of December. All right, I will say 2013 is really what 2012 was supposed to be or thought it was. All right, the Mayans are not super spiritual beings. They never had super psychic abilities. And I'm not saying they had abilities, but they didn't use them wisely. But as far as knowing everything that's going to happen and dates and times, nobody knows that except one being, maybe, which we're not going to talk about either. But if these things come true, they're talking anywhere up to 150 million people might die. Is this a fear tactic? No, I'm just telling you what's going on. We have a famous whistleblower in another country right now exposing much of the truth, which the president has to deal with right now. So obviously he wasn't a liar, wasn't a storyteller, whether he was releasing secret information, and what do you call secret information? All right. We talk about conspiracy theories. All right. There's a lot of them out there. Whether they're real or not, we will soon find out. But remember, conspiracy theory only means it's something that's not accepted by the majority of the people. And those are the people that live inside a box. So obviously, they don't have a wide view of truth and understanding of things that are going on. If they graduated the greatest college in the United States, what did they learn about God, spirit, and compassion? I don't think one part of any of that. Okay, we have psychics, whistleblowers people that say they work with aliens and angels. And I did not hear one important thing in 25 years from any single one of them, really. Well, I did one, and he talked about 9/11 a year before it happened. The only problem with that, nothing helped the people that were involved with that. All right, I'm sorry to say that. If you follow a religion, you are even more locked up into this, quote, bad person, bad controlled person, locked into dogma. New Ages and religionists do not see eye to eye at all. If you're a spiritualist, guess what? You don't have to care about the truth at all. You don't need it because you make your own up as you move along. All right, the bigger the lie you tell, the greater it sounds, the more people follow it. You don't worry about God because you think you are that. Isn't that amazing? Then you even say, this isn't the real thing. This is all just an illusion. So why even be here? Why even do anything? And I'll say the greatest speakers out there right now. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to have any kind of major problems, but these big famous people that other famous people are really pushing and putting all over TV, every kind of major voice seminar, they're there. All right, and they're pushing this false idea that nothing's real. All right, and everything that's supposed to happen is happening the way it's supposed to be. That's fine if you want to live in that little box that most people live in. Okay, if you're working with angels or aliens, really, and they're telling you things, please tell us what they're telling you. And don't give us the same stupid little quote, they're here to help us. All right, if that's the case, we would be moving forward instead of backwards, which we are. If you look out the window, look at the events around the world, you'll see what's happening. And real fast, the whales that are dying, the new creatures that they're finding that are dying off of California, even the oarfish, and then we have the one new whale, old whale, that was found, and now we just have one in Hawaii that was found dead, floating, and they're doing stupid things with that too. But we need to wake up. What's happening in Japan's real, and it's not just going to disappear. So if you're working with aliens out there, hey, tell them they need to help us, like soon, before the radiation kills a lot more people than it already is and will in the next year. All right. So yeah, please listen to me. I'm not making all this up. If you spend an hour or a day online looking at a few facts, you'll be totally amazed what's really going on. All right. If you're waiting for aliens to come down and pick you up, please don't stand out in the pouring rain because you're going to get soaked and you might come down with pneumonia and everything else in between. All right. So that's a lot of people are following the Galactic Confederation, Ashtar Command, and talk to the Council of Nine. Good luck with that. That's all I'll say. You're free to die. Just don't get caught before you do. They don't want you to go to heaven, which means they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to really stay in their hell, which they call heaven. What's the story here? They want to eliminate population, but they don't want people to go. And then wars are being created to eliminate population. So you really need to balance that out in your own mind. And then the next one, maybe I'll talk about religion facts versus created ego translation of it. But how does all this work? I want to get in one last thing before I sign off. Okay, the president. Lastly, everybody that voted for the president voted for the president. He didn't vote Congress to tell the president what to do. The president should have the ability to veto anything he feels that he has to, and it should be accepted. Not like the president and Congress fighting over issues and different, oh, well, we let Congress. Why? Because they control everything. The rights of our own breathing and living conditions. Wake up, people. The president should be the president, not somebody that doesn't know any information. He should have the right to all information, which he doesn't. And if all this information about spying on every other country, the president doesn't know about it, is he to blame? No, he's not. The same as the whole UFO world and all that information. Most people don't believe it and know how much of it's real, but it's not given to the president either. Even though a few presidents talked about it and got involved in some, let's not talk about that either. There's many things that I can't talk about because most people won't accept it or listen. 9/11 was the end of our rights. All right? And it was done for a reason. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't just a terrorist attack by somebody just with a bad pull up his butt or something stupid. It was scary because it was a matter of our government being involved with one of the worst catastrophes to ever happen on this planet. All right, now all those whistleblowers that are dealing with you, talking about UFOs even, let's see what happens in the next few months. Please listen to this. I'm not making this all up. I'm not a daydreamer. I might be crazy, but 99.9 people on this planet are in some way, in some form. That 1% that's not, they're not even real people. All right, you heard it here first, and I hope you at least got something out of this. I just can say we need to wake up, work together as a group of people, be aware of what's right for us as a group of people, and what we deserve in life and what we deserve to be. Not slaves, not victims, not abused people. We're souls, we're part of God. When we recognize that, we can really move forward. If you think you're God, thank you, God, for being here, for being an idiot and taking control over the world and doing a horrible number to it, allowing our children to watch play horrible games, destroy their minds, feeding them contaminated food and everything. I can get into GMO, chemtrails, and the HARP system, which you need to check out. HARRP. All right, that's the HARP system. Chemtrails, check that out. There's a couple videos online you need to watch. And then geothermal, which is a major effect in Hawaii, causing serious problems and noise and contamination. So I could go on and on and on, not in the few minutes that I have here, but please wake up, think, and think outside the box and check information that's out there. Even if it's all not true, some of it will, and let's see what happens in the next 2 months. You heard it here first. Love and light, people. Have a great day, great night, whatever you're doing. Peace.